It's party time!
Viva Pinata, filled with fun.
Filled with fun!
Don't enjoy them all. Viva Pinata, filled with fun.
Filled with fun!
Viva Pinata, don't enjoy them.
Carl and Damon here from Brrraains A Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial for short, and it's They Made What into a TV series. You know what it is. You've seen the title. Hopefully you're following along. It is Viva Pin, and this is episode 24 from season 1. We're in the home stretch for real this time. Look at his face.
Yep.
He wishes he was anywhere else but sitting next to me listening to this. Segment in this one, we have my Pal Langston and Snail's Pace. Aired October 27th, 2007, which is the same day as the previous episodes. They both aired the same day. So apparently the TV networks are also trying to get the show out of the way.
Yeah, clearly.
Segment 1, my Pal Langston. Langston is on the hunt for Paulie and Fergie. Yay. I admittedly groaned. But I'm going to tell you, I think this segment's okay.
Yeah.
He runs into Ella. He reminds her about the responsibility of having candy and leaves, and then she sneezes, blowing up Fergie and Paulie who are hidden inside her trunk. That's weird. That's weird.
Extremely weird.
And I know it's like reading too much into it. I'm going to do reading too much into it, but she makes a thing about them asking her permission to do that.
Yeah.
Because they're like, we did, and she just forgets. And it's like, don't make this weird, guys.
No.
As they sneak around, they discuss the idea of becoming Langston's best friend. Fergie is against the idea, but Paulie reckons that if we're friends with him, he won't send them to parties. So that's the idea, to become friends with Langston. And, you know, he'll like us so much, he wouldn't send us to parties. What's so dumb about that plan? Based off Langston's behaviour, he wouldn't see it that way.
Nope.
Because he sees it as a duty of a piñata. He's not going to do fucking favours for his friends.
Good job.
Exactly. After they follow him around, learning what they can about him. So we see a kind of montage of they follow him around, picking up notes about things he likes and so on. Once they've done that, they realise they have a week to charm Langston before the next party. Since when? When is that a thing? That the parties happen at, like, intervals?
Yep.
It's going to take some work, though, as a lot of what Langston enjoys, they hate. They discover a lot of things he likes to eat and things he does, they do not like. We then get a montage with a song, too, of them doing lots of things for Langston. Okay.
Yeah.
I never mind a montage because it speeds things up.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
okay, at least we get through it. It's party time. Hey, yo. That's Donkey Kong. Damn, wrong song. Party time. Viva Pin, I've forgotten the theme song there.
How?
Well, I skip it most of the time now.
Yeah, so do I.
Fergie and Paulie's candiosity is measured and they are to be sent. However, they reveal they're planning to go camping. They're like, we were going to go camping. Something that Langston loves. Even repeating the same line about great candy. Langston suggests they might be soulmates, but he still decides to send them parties. Loved it.
Yep.
He's like, I might be soulmates. And they're like, yeah. And he's like, it's still going. And Paulie and Fergie all launched. I already knew they weren't going to party. The whole thing is they're never really going to get sent. Maybe if there is an actual finale, we have no idea yet. But if there is a finale at the end of season 2, I would like them to do it, you know? And maybe then Fergie and Paulie go, this wasn't so bad.
Yeah, it wasn't so bad.
Yeah.
What was the big issue?
Yeah. But we're way away from that, folks. Way away from that. Unfortunately, they don't get sent to a party. As I said, they land on another party island and Langston follows, reveals he rerouted the cannon so they could go camping. He's like, he wants to go camping with them. However, this is a Langston camping trip and they're camping in a dump. Of course, Fergie and Paulie end up having a miserable and exhausting time, eventually being driven mad by Langston and the flies at the dump. This is funny.
Yep.
This is entertaining and it makes up Fergie and Paulie are dicks. Basically, yeah. Because Langston is being sincere here.
He is indeed.
You know, and he was an impression they wanted to do this with him. But they're only being his friends and they can get something out of it.
They're using him,
Yeah, exactly that.
Great message again, by the way.
Yeah, well, we'll get to a little more of that at the end. Fergie's had enough and is preparing to leave. Langston comes along and thanks them for putting up with him, revealing that he knows he's not the easiest piñata to hang out with. Feeling guilty, they hug Langston and think they're going to go home. However, he reveals that the dump is just the first stop on their 10-location trip. I laughed at that.
Yeah,
particularly as it's like a joke as he says it. Fergie and Paulie are gone. They're gone. They're absolutely gone. Sometime after, Langston is looking for them to send them to a party. But this time, we now reveal because he doesn't want his friends to miss out. So he still thinks they're friends and he's searching for them because he doesn't want them to miss out.
Yep.
What the fuck episode? What the fuck? This is entertaining. But you missed the boat again.
Yep.
Fergie and Paulie should have been punished to a degree for their behaviour. They use him, and in the end, they don't get nothing from that. I guess you could say they're saying, well, it didn't work, right? It didn't work.
Yeah.
But man, that doesn't feel like justification for what I think is pretty shitty behaviour. And the show's done this a couple of times, and we've complained about it a couple of times, man.
Once or twice they've got the moral.
The message wrong. Yeah, the moral's wrong. The morals. Well said. The moral's wrong. This is saying, pretend to be someone's friend to get out of doing something. It's like, and the end of that should be proving that doesn't work, and that not being punished necessarily, but like that bad behaviour, that poor attitude, and that way of looking at life isn't something you want to do.
Exactly. Yeah.
But this, while it doesn't work per se, it's still done in a Fergie and Paulie way.
And obviously at a time this will be shown towards kids.
Yeah.
And obviously,
I never will understand these messages. And you could say, and I think we've said the same line every time we've bitched and moaned about messaging or morals in these shows. You could say you're overthinking it. But what else are we supposed to fucking do?
Yeah, exactly.
We're watching this show. I want to get something from it. Donkey Kong had good messages. There are times when Viva Pinata nails it.
Exactly.
Absolutely nails it. And then it fucks it up like this. Now, don't get me wrong. This isn't the worst one.
No.
Oh my god, the one about the changing how you look.
Oh
man,
yeah.
and that one was the worst. But yeah, this is still a struggle for me.
Yep.
It's an okay episode. It's got some entertaining bits. The bit in the dump is great.
Yeah.
All right, segment 2, Snail's Pace. In the Pinata Island soccer tournament, the gang's team reaches the finale. The crowd are loving it, including a group of sours who are being very aggressive. So we've got some sours back in for this one.
Yep.
The finals will take place between Team Blue and Team Red. However, Quackberry got injured and they have no choice but to sub in the very sluggish Shirley Shellybean. And I was like, ooh. Based off the last one, I was like, we're going to do, let's see if, because like this could be a message about being involved and how everybody's got their own talents. And I was like, Viva Pinata is never going to nail this. They never do nail this. Let's see how they do. It's training time. The team are trying to get Shirley's best out, but it's a struggle. The next day, their best idea is to put Shirley on a skateboard, but even that goes wrong. Another attempt to make Shirley useful involves a rocket, which goes as well as expected. There's lots of hijinks silliness here. But I'm almost like, isn't this football, right?
Yep.
This would be cheating, right? Now, I realise you're thinking the rules of Pinata football.
Yeah.
But when we see it, it's clearly football. Shirley suggested up pass the ball to her. That's her idea. So why are you even playing it, Shirley?
Yep.
Why did you join the team? Presumably there's no requirement to have to join it. So why join it?
Exactly.
It's game time, and the Sours mock Shirley being on the team. The game starts, and the Pinatas take the lead easily enough. So much so that Team Blue just run away. Team Blue are like, oh, well, we suck, we're gone. Pecky mocks the Sours in the crowd, which is a mistake, as they decide we're going to sub ourselves in. I was like, well, there's clearly no rules to this game, are there? This, of course, changes the dynamic of the game as the Sours' aggression overpowers the Pinata. And I was like, and I realised what I was seeing here. What are we seeing? Space Jam.
Oh, yeah.
It's Space Jam, isn't it?
I don't think I referenced it yet, yeah.
You've seen it, right? The 96
yeah,
one, or 95, whatever one it is.
Yeah, well, Michael Jordan, yeah.
Yeah, that's the one, yeah. Feeling as though he has no choice, Paulie brings Shirley onto the team, much to her annoyance because everybody else has been injured. It goes about as well as expected, with even Hudson trying to replace himself with a stunt double. That's it. Yeah. Again, I'm always going to do it. When Viva Pinata gets me, I'm sitting there and I'm like, and then like, it's not like a laugh, but I'm going, ha, that, you know, that's good. Shirley declares that she is leaving, which means they'll automatically lose. Why?
I mean, I know in football you go down to like seven players, but
one whole team just left, and the other and the spectators sub themselves on. I'm pretty sure the rules don't count. So basically, but a declaration that she is dead weight gives Paulie an idea. The game continues with Shirley being used to trip up the Sours, distract them, and genuinely use her weight to have the ball bounce off her. With 12 seconds left, the score is tied, the ball is loose, and it looks like it's over, but Shirley gets confident enough to move the ball over the line as the Sours try to stop her. They win. Everyone celebrates and they ask her to be on the team next year. However, she's so confident now, she wants to try out for other teams. And there we go. And I'm going to praise it again. It nailed it.
Yep.
What it needed to do was make it so that Shirley found confidence, learned that she could still be part of the team, but using her own skills and abilities and stuff like that. That's what you needed to do. It's what it did.
Yep, exactly. So, I mean, they didn't do what they could have done and made her change, made her do something that wasn't in her skill.
Yeah, or you make one of the other pinatas utilise something that trick her in a way, like what they were trying to do with the skateboard and the rocket and stuff like that. No, it's just like, okay, Shirley has these limitations, but she has these skills. That's how we can win. We can utilise that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I liked it. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
It's a silly episode, silly segment. Nothing groundbreaking, nothing memorable.
No.
Yeah, there it is. Season 1, episode 24, segments My Pal Langston and Snail's Pace. Nothing to write home about here. What do you reckon? Let us know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to see more content like this, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It is gratefully appreciated. You can find us over at gbhbl.com, our full website where reviews, news and so much more goes up daily. We're also on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, at GBHBL. Just search for GBHBL and you will find us out there. We also have merchandise on sale. You can access the shop via the website.